does this incident, do you believe, rank or will rank in presidential history? What are we talking about here?
It was going to rank very high, David. We've had 8 presidents who have been shot and several have been killed, all Republican, I might add, starting with Abraham Lincoln. Most of them were for political reasons. And so, I mean, the Trump was shot and survived is an iconic moment. It's going to rank very, very high. You know, history is not done being written yet. The ground needs to cool, but it totally reshuffles the deck and sends this campaign off in a whole new direction before last Saturday. I just want to say parenthetically, is that his behavior in the moments after being shot was magnificent. It reminded me of Hemingway's phrase, grace under pressure. Reagan had it when he was making jokes, when he was lying on the operating table, and he's telling his wife, honey, I forgot to duck, and this is when half the blood is drained out of his body. He's got a lung collapse. He's got a devastated bullet 1 inch one inch from his heart. And the same with Robert Kennedy. When Kennedy was shot on primary night in 1968 in the old Ambassador Hotel in Los Angeles, and he's laying on the kitchen floor, and he whispers to an aide, he says, is everybody okay? I mean, his last conscious thoughts were not about himself, they were about everybody else. That is true grace under pressure. Those 3 men exemplified, Trump and Reagan and Robert Kennedy.
No doubt about it. And Craig, you know, there's a big time faith aspect to all of this. You know, talk to me a little bit about Ronald Reagan, because I understand privately he had talked about how God had really saved him for a certain purpose. And I think you tell me, but it seems to be that purpose was indeed fighting the godless Soviet Union and tear down that wall that came later. I'm wondering if you see it that way, because clearly God is using Trump. We've known that all along, but for God to spare his life like this, there's got to be a purpose here. There is a purpose here.
The Lord moves in mysterious ways, David. You know, when Reagan was shot, he later recorded in his diary that he was laying on the operating table and he was praying not for himself, but he was praying for John Hinckley. He was praying, this mixed up young man had done this. He prayed for his soul. And he later, as he was recovering from the assassination attempt, he had met with Father Hesburgh. And you know, Hesburgh told him, he said, Mr. President, God's hand was on your shoulder that day. And Reagan replied, he said that, yes, and whatever time I have left is his. So he was infused with faith and his religion and his belief in God and Jesus Christ as our Savior.
So let me ask you, Craig, this is my Spidey sense on all of this. I believe we're heading into a new era, or at least a new time with Donald Trump specifically. This is the guy of the mean tweets. This is the guy that's bold and brash. Corey Lewandowski said earlier in the show that this incident has changed him. Here he is tearing up his convention speech and doing one on national unity. We'll see how much it goes forward from there. But this is a real delineation point. I've got 30 seconds.
Something like this would have to change a man. He'd have to have no character, and obviously he does have very good character. So he would have to change him. I can't imagine anything else happening, but I don't think he's going to change his core philosophy. He might change his delivery a little bit, but I'll tell you one thing: the bigger question is what about the hate left? What are they going to stop calling Donald Trump Hitler? Are they going to stop the lies about destroying democracy? That's how it was on trial. The hate left is now on trial in America.